Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES, and as you might be able to tell, I feel quite a bit better today. Mostly because I've been kind of just laying around watching Netflix and, Amazon, but hell, it works, doesn't it? Now, for those of you who didn't check out my updates on my channel, I'm going to do the same thing I did then. I don't know why I did it then, but I'm going to do it now because I forgot to last time. We're going to watch the new recording, which should be of Ken, if I remember correctly.
This room is really too small to practice in. But come to think of it, I don't have to practice in secret anymore. I don't live on the first floor in this dorm, so I might be disturbing the people downstairs. I chose a long weapon so I wouldn't lose to an adult's reach, but the longer the weapon, the better it is for taller people. Ow! Ow! I hit my shin again. I hope I get taller soon. Maybe I should drink more milk. It hurts my stomach sometimes, though.
Well, we all gotta make sacrifices for our nutrition while we're growing up. Well, that would have probably just really hurt me because I'm lactose intolerant, but most kids are not. So yes, there was that. I did not want to miss that because I did last time, and that was one of those, why did I remember to do that during the thing I'm not even supposed to do that on, but I didn't do it during the actual series kind of moments for me here. Okay, before I go and make a stupid, even more waste of time, let's not go to the mall because there's nothing to do at the mall, because I've already checked my reserves last time. So, let's see here. 21 days. And exams are coming up. I forgot all about the flippin' exams. Forgot all about it. This is either going to be funny or just awesome. Depending on if I feel like cheating or not. I would like to get number 1 in the class again. Just because it'll help with the rest of my school social links. And that's basically the only hope I have of completing a few of them, so I might do that. I love Miss Toriumi's, her motivation techniques. Like, a few of the teachers in my school tried that, but whenever a teacher said that, some kids just tried to fail just to make them look bad. You know, the whole, if you fail, it looks bad on me kind of thing. They wanted them to look bad, so I don't really know about telling the kids your weaknesses is really the best idea in a teaching profession. But there I go again, being all logical. You do not show any weakness in front of children, they will exploit that. Just telling you, if you ever have kids of your own, they will exploit that. Surely you didn't wonder where the give an inch, take a mile comes from. Okay, let's see. Did you hear what she said? No, I was actually not paying attention at all. I'm gonna go with cacti because that's like the only thing that actually makes sense out of those three. Well, what do you know? I can just kind of gauge what the question was just by the answers. And that's intelligence. Also known as luck, because I had no idea what the question was. For all I know, it could have been, what's the wrong form of moose? Yeah, it would have been like, cacti. Yeah, Junpei, that's right. Oh, don't you love it when you guess the right answer correctly? Oh, I'm sorry. Still clearing my throat. Still got some mucus in my lungs, but nowhere near as bad as it was last week. Okay, so on a different note, for those of you out there who've ever watched Dexter, I'd never watched it before. I think last night. If you're wondering how I like the show, I'm in the middle of season 2, and I began watching it last night. Okay, I've heard some bad things about the ending of it. I don't want to know anything. Please don't put any spoilers in the comments below. I'm actually quite enjoying, finding the stuff myself. Or watching it myself. But still, good show. I gotta recommend it. If you like, disturbing things like I do. Anyway, we're going to talk to Mako today. Now, this should finish the social link for good, I think. Because I think last time it said it's going to be going up soon. Or maybe I imagined that. No, I did not. Okay, good. Again, sorry, coughing. Didn't mean to do that. I've never heard of Kick the Can. I guess I was born in a rather affluent household. Like, I'd never even heard of Red Rover before, 6th grade. And mind you, we were not rich. We were just... I don't know, we were like Token was the South Park. But on, the social link's actual, message. This is a sad one. It's bittersweet, I suppose I should say. Well, because of that right there. So we'll probably never see Mako again. Well, at least not during the events of the game, we won't. I could tell you what happens to her, but, well, you're going to be reading it in the next 2 minutes anyway, so why the hell would I tell you? Just read. I don't know how I'm supposed to answer that, but I suppose yes, you will. Oh boy. I don't... What do you even say to the situation? I have to think about it. Might as well. Let's just sow the seeds here. Why not? When she figures out what in the heck that means, she might change her tune a little bit. Or hell, maybe it'll just give her some new material. I don't know. Nor really care. Nor do I really want to talk about these things about a girl who's that young. I'm just saying, I think what I might have just done there was criminal by promising her that. This is like something out of a... Well, no, not really. This pretty much is an exact copy of a what's the word? Of a stereotype in these kind of stories. We'll get married when we're older, right? Yeah, sure. Then the actual story starts 15 years later, and then the guy doesn't want to get married, and then the whole thing starts over, and for some reason he's a dick now. Because he doesn't want to get married like he promised when he was 5 years old. I don't know. I've read too much stuff in literature, alright? I'm tired of the man always being in the wrong when he promised at 5 years old when he's going to get married, okay? We don't think at that age. Now, in this case, we're kind of on the hook. We're 15 years old. We kind of know the difference now. I guess you could just call the main character a pervert and just is doing, future scouting, but even then, that's over the line, man. That's too much. So we're just gonna go with the innocent, she just has a puppy love crush on us and we're just kind of humoring her. That's the story we're going with. Because you hate on her last day in the town to just go, he doesn't like me, and you go home crying. Come on, man, that'd be terrible. That'd be like a traumatic experience for her. That's the rationale I'm going with for leading her on, alright? I'm trying to be a nice guy. I think guys say it all the time when they're leading people on, and it's never really nice. Oh, sorry about that. Lot of coughing. Okay, so they actually did bring up a good point. I really do need to go to Tartarus at least once more before we go into the next full moon. Because if I remember correctly, the next full moon... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it has any big things, but it might. The town's department stores have calculated their estimated profits for how much. The lack of shoppers due to apathy syndrome may mean these expectations will be missed. Oh, well. How terrible. I'm not being that sarcastic either. You know, Christmas, as much as people want to try and damn it to being a commercialist holiday, which it is, does it or does it not bring joy to thousands, if not millions of people? The correct answer is yes, it does. So why should... Damn that apathy syndrome. It's getting in the way of people's happiness. But seriously, who cares if it's commercialist or not? It's fun. Gets people to give people gifts. I've heard a lot of arguments against Christmas. I never thought I'd hear the day, but apparently they have nowadays. Anyway, the exams start Monday, so let's go over some historically significant years. Oh joy. I really hope to shit you don't expect me to remember that, because I don't. No. I might be able to remember them if they actually meant something to me, but I don't even know how to pronounce Hyeonkyo. I don't know how to pronounce it, therefore I don't even know what it is. And let's just be honest, I don't really care what it is, because it's not my culture, and therefore I don't really care. Call me an ignorant yank. I'm gonna laugh if you do, because I always found that derogatory slur hilarious, yank. It's like, what do people from other countries really think that makes us angry? Dude, that makes us laugh when people call us yanks. Because we just gotta giggle and go, yank. I mean, come on, at least... If you're gonna make fun of us Americans, at least do it with a derogatory slur that doesn't make us giggle. Come on, man. Of course, a lot of people don't really know how to giggle at their own expense anymore. It's a sad, sad day. Everybody just gets offended at everything. But enough of the political commentary, because I'm sure you don't want to hear about it and you don't give a crap about my political views. But still, I'm sure you know a few people. You know, they're kind of like that. Anyway, we're going to... Let's see, where's he at? He is at... Port Island, I think. I think he is. I think it's the only person I can really hang out with. Well, not here. He's not here. Oh, okay, maybe he's at the Iwatodai. I always get these two confused. I never used to, but now I do. Okay, I was right, it's here. Or I was wrong, it's here. Yeah, Mamoru's like the only one here because Mako's obviously gone. And the cancer dude's not here until tomorrow. Actually, I don't know if he has cancer or not, but... you know, it's kind of implied he has some kind of terminal disease. It's not like he just has a cold like I did. At least I hope he doesn't have a cold like I did. I hate to die of a cold. I'm sure people have. You know, it's a terrible thing when it happens, but that's like... How'd you die? The cold. Oh, well, that sucks. Why, I'm assuming you talk to people in the afterworld. I don't really know that. I'm kind of just taking measures here. Anyway, Mamoru. I haven't really hung out with him a lot. Is this a competition, or are you just, like, really hungry? Because he is scarfing that down really fast. And we're just kind of sitting there watching. Like, of all things, shouldn't we have gotten something to eat ourselves? What are you doing? No, that's pretty stupid. Why don't you just enjoy your food? Like, what the hell kind of question is it? What are you doing? I'm eating. What does it look like I'm doing? I guess the reason I don't say stuff like that is because I assume everybody's a sarcastic jerk like I am. Like, I don't think he probably would have answered that way, but I just assume he would have, because that's the way I would have answered. Oh, I thought he said I'm going to enter the hospital. I'm like, what the hell? I don't remember that. I'm going to enter the hospital soon. What? Nope, that was a different social link. Not Mamoru. That was... Well, by God, I forgot that guy's name. The chariot dude. Oh boy. Let's see, if I do well enough, I might get a scholarship. A scholar? Is that supposed to be a scholarship nod? Because I thought they just like, I might get a scholarship and they like subtitled him nodding at me. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I'm picking about everything wrong apparently, but I don't really care. Because let's face it, I usually don't pick the right things to say anyway, so this is pretty accurate. How would I know? Yeah, let's not try and just be belligerent here. You know, there's some things you always agree with the dude about. Doesn't matter what you're talking about the thing. If a dude talks about his mama in a way that's not horrifically derogatory, you always say something good about her. You insult a man's mama, you in some shit. I'm just warning anybody out there. Okay, not me, just any other guy out there. And on the flip side, you know, I guess the whole thing is just don't make fun of people's parents, because a lot of people are deeply devoted, as they should be. I've been guilty of it a few times, I'll admit. I'm sure as hell not perfect. I could come up with a great few funny stories for you regarding some of my friends' parents in high school. I have a lot of them, but... you know, I don't want to disgrace them by... God. I don't want to disgrace them by bringing up those stories. Oh, that was hilarious, though. Yeah, even if I don't say their names, they... Anyway, we're almost done with the Octopia. Or Takoyaki. I don't know how you pronounce it. Anyway, we're almost done here. Well, at least he got to eat, and we learned a little bit more about his family. We learned that he is from a...
Hi, how was your day?
It's not really broken, it's just kind of crowded home. And there's a very big difference there, I assume. I don't know that. I was weird. I was raised an only child, but I was not an only child. And people go, how were you raised an only child if you weren't an only child? Because my brother was... Is it bad if I say I don't know how old my own brother is? Because I have no freaking clue how old my brother is. That's how much I care about keeping track of crap like that. I mean, hell, I have to almost think about how old I am sometimes. Yeah, well, not really, but I already studied enough to not have to. Come to think of it, I don't even know when my own brother's birthday is. When the hell is his birthday? Oh crap, that's coming up in a couple months. Oh wait, no. Well, it doesn't matter now anyway. I got a few months. What does she have to say today? Kusuke made us fight the 12 shadow. Yeah, we're just basically recapping the story, I see. For those of you who weren't paying attention, there's your summary. And I should hope you were paying attention throughout 107 sessions. Because if you weren't, apparently you're just listening to my dynamite voice. Oh, excuse me. I'll go one more day, and we'll call it a day. Because I'm feeling pretty good here. I don't wanna end it quite yet. And someone we have no need to talk to is talking to us. See, this girl has some common sense. She does not trust that dog at first glance. Would you trust a dog that had a thing on that had wings and a spikes on its collar? No. No, you wouldn't if you had a bit of sense. Because you'd think that the owners are either bloodthirsty, maybe not, maybe that's just their fashion sense, but, you know, first impressions are that dog, the people owning that dog are a little messed up in the head. Or they really like cosplay. One of the two. Who puts wings on their dog? Come on, man. I've never seen that in my life. Not like I pay attention to dogs a lot, but... yeah, I ain't never seen Paris Hilton with her little chihuahua with wings on it. That's all I'm saying, alright? That's a unique fashion sense for a dog. Also, the other reason is because exams are coming up on Monday, and I don't want to do that today. So we're not doing that today. Now, the problem is... what am I gonna... oh, I can go talk to that dude at the Naganaki Shrine. That's what I'm gonna do today. Right. Oh, excuse me. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. And before I talk to these guys, though. Or after I talk to these guys, though. That's... what are we talking about here? I gotta agree with Ken here. A lot of times it doesn't, but that's because I don't understand it either. You know, to each gender, the other gender is a complete mystery. A lot of ladies like to think they know what us guys think. They don't. They like to think we do. A lot of guys like to think we know what ladies are thinking. We don't either. We're a mystery to each other, alright? We need to accept it. We need to move on. And just kind of go with it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what right I have to tell people across the internet what they should do or not. I'm just saying, I don't appreciate it when someone says, I know how you think, and then they proceed to say something like completely off the thing. Are you talking to me? Oh, you're talking to... Okay, no. Somehow I get the feeling this was a hell of a thing I just stepped in the middle of. And I'm just gonna raise my hands and just back off right now. I'm not getting in the middle of that. I know better than that. That was like a loaded question by Yukari there. It just seemed like she was trying to get her in some shit. I should. How about you, Junpei? You're gonna fail? Okay, apparently I'm not talking to Junpei. Yeah, I just told you that. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why he's... I mean, I know that what they're doing here, they're trying to put in a moment of brevity, or levity here. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But that's essentially what they're doing. Trying to make us feel happy and, you know, whatever. Is it working? It's pretty obvious it's not for me, because... I mean, I appreciate what he's doing, but if I was there, I would not probably appreciate him trying to make me laugh when we're all about to die. But then again, I'm a bit of a spoil sport. Which is funny, considering I'm about to go talk to the guy who is dying. Well, not funny, but I guess it's ironic. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I'm just kind of talking. That's what happens when you get a string of consciousness. That's what my commentary is. It's a stream of consciousness. Whatever I'm thinking, you just hear. There's no effort in my commentary. I just kind of yammer on. I mean, hell, when I'm practicing my commentary, people probably think I'm just insane talking to myself over nothing. Let's see here. I'm a little scared to ask what that means. He's free. Free from what? That doesn't sound very good. I'm just... Yeah, that's not good. I kind of get why he's smiling, but there's kind of a morbid way of thinking about it. It's like he's just accepting that he's going to die very soon. Yeah, right, yeah, there you go. He's just waiting for the end. Call me psychic. Okay, now I don't understand where he's getting this from. Okay, we're just going with the other morbid worldview. I guess I shouldn't have pictured anything differently from the guy who, excuse me, but wrote a book about eating your best friend and then vomiting his corpse up. I really should have saw this coming, really. And for some reason he thought that was a children's tale. I will never let him forget that, because he knows what he did. He should reflect on that. Unfortunately, I don't think he's reflecting on it. I think he's just trying to make peace with that he's going to die. I did once. When I was 7 years old, I made peace that I was going to die. You've not known true despair until you realize, yep, I'm going to die at the age of 7. Luckily, I didn't, obviously, but... It was blind, sheer, dumb luck I didn't. No, seriously, the surgeons were about to sew me back up and they went, what's that? Like, right before they ended it, and like, oh, well, that's what's killing him. Sheer blind luck. Oh, man. That's not the way I want to rely on living. But I did. You guys can thank that one doctor for seeing that one thing, and I'm here to talk to you now. You know, the other thing I remember about that day was that I wasn't allowed anything to drink, and my mother brought in, I think, a can of Sprite. It was Diet Sprite. I hate diet stuff, for the record. And she opened that thing, took a big old swig of it in front of me, and I just started crying like a baby. Because I was so thirsty. I know that's not very funny or intellectual, but It's a story I have in my own personal life, and I felt like sharing it, so here you are. I thought, looking back, it's funny. You know, just a 7-year-old kid crying over something he doesn't even like in the first place because he was so thirsty, but still. I don't know why I felt like sharing it. I just felt like sharing it with you. A piece of my personal life, and there you go. That's going to be it for today, guys. I'm sorry, it's been about 25 minutes, but it's a pretty good day, all in all, considering how bad I still feel. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell until then.